things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Ware in its center. Back to Vucevic. Outside, White. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And there it is for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Bulls moving the ball around. Gonzalez's shot is good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Really left alone that time.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. They got some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Jaquez for the three. It's rebounded by Giddey. To the middle. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Out to White. This one for three. The offensive rebound. Here's Dosunmu. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Dosunmu's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Chicago has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Hero with it. He's picked up by White. Jaquez can't hit. Chicago leading by 5. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Lets it go with a three. Hits it from three-point range.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep.
And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Now, here's Mitchell. Fader on the way. The rebound by Dosunmu. Bulls leading by 5. Outside, White. There's the triple. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Jaquez the pass to Hero. And it's off from three-point range. And here is Giddey. He's got 5. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Oh, Vucevic in position. And Vucevic throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court for Miami here in the second, we've got Kevin Love. Robinson is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Anderson in at the power forward. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And here's Jones following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Lets it go from deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love. Chicago making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
Coming on the floor.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Collins, a screen on Rozier.
Lonzo Ball.
Ball from long range. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Ball is a clever player, especially in the pick and roll. Looks to shoot as soon as he gets space coming off that screen.
Now, here's Ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Pass to Phillips. 6 on the shot clock. And the Bulls, another 3.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique. But, man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Wiggins against Williams. Unloads. And it's Wiggins missing. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-3 run. Ball, the pass to Phillips. Shoots. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. The Heat trail by 18. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Wiggins. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Now, here's Rozier following the miss by Lonzo Ball. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls leading by 16.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Phillips. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Ball sets up his teammates. And when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Ball's got 9.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
Defensive foul.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Now, here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. Fires for three. Again, Ball missing. The Heat trail by 16. Here's Anderson. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Ball. Over Rozier. Ball finds Williams. Here's Phillips. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's Ball with the three. And that's collected by Love. The Heat have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Robinson misses. Ball feeling it out a bit. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. He's got 11. It's been all about Lonzo Ball for the Chicago Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game, great performance by Lonzo Ball.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
The guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Giddey, no good. The Heat trail by 17. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got his first points in this one.
The movement of Adebayo is key here. Get the defender on his back foot. Even if there's contact, you still have the advantage.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Mitchell missing. The Bulls leading by 12. With the shot, Giddey finds Vucevic. Back to Giddey. From the arc, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, you want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, but I don't mind the guy battling down low. Let him know there's not going to be any easy rebounds.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Goes back up. They grab their own miss. On the wing, Giddey. A 3 ball. Clock at 4. From deep. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hero lays it up off the glass. Hero's got 5.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game is 21. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, we travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Pass to Adebayo. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside, ball. Trying to get something going. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
There's Ball with the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Deep 2 from Ball. From outside the arc. Again, Ball missing. The Heat trail by 5. Left side, Hero. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Terry in the corner. Cowens finds Ball beyond the arc. And the Bulls get it back. Pass to Phillips. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him, and that's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, some coaches call that an error of commission. You're giving effort, trying to make something happen. You'll live with a few of those.
Ball from long range. It doesn't go for him. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
3 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. Duncan Robinson out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Jacks up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They set the screen. Deep 2 from Ball. And Rozier pulls it down.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Kevin Love.
And there aren't many big men who've been more comfortable on a catch-and-shoot jumper than Love. He's very polished in that situation.
Ball against Rozier. Ball with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Rozier finds Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Ball against Rozier. Another 3 for Chicago.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Down low. Phillips, the pass to Collins. 5 on the clock. Ball with the bucket.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Chicago leading by 8. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Robinson for 3. Rebound by Williams.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Outside Collins. Terry outside.
2 minutes.
There's Ball with the 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
The 3 connects from three-point range. Ball's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
From downtown, again, ball missing. The Heat trail by 8. It's tipped. Wiggins dishes to Love. Robinson for 3. A rebound by Phillips. Bulls have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. We're of 9. Ball with the bucket.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Chicago.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lonzo Ball.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision. .24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Miami. Down by 12. Fires from way outside. Anderson can't get it to go.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one.
going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. Takes the 3. First shot won't go. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
Siakam looking it over. Here's Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on White. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. White with a steal. And now the Bulls in transition. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And here's Turner from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's White. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Dosunmu. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Fires the 3. Halliburton misses. Chicago has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off.
Okay now, Rook. Zealous. Showing he can finish with some power.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Turner, a screen on White. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. To the wing, right side. Siakam in the post. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. We'll go now to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Billy Donovan. Allie.
We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Remarkable judgment in the pick and roll. Halliburton reads these situations extraordinarily well.
Giddey against Halliburton. White for 3. Dosunmu, the pass to White. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Siakam. Another shot. 4 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. This one for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good. Giddey.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Bulls leading by 12. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Dosunmu. Outside White. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Siakam. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Dosunmu.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Now here's Halliburton. Now Turner, covered by Vucevic. Turner, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 20-5 run. Dosunmu for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Turner against Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Right side Giddey. No good. Would have counted had it gone. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. We've got Toppin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, small forward. Now here's Ball. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. No good from the wing. There's Nesmith with the 3. Knocks down the triple.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Back to Ball. The 3 sinks the tray.
Well, you got to respect the fire, the back at you mindset. The Ball there. You sink one on us, I'm going to make you pay by sinking one on you.
Now here's Toppin. Still no points. From deep. Williams grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the right side. Back to Ball. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
There's Nesmith with the 3. Chicago with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance. We see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Now here's Ball. He has 6. Off the mark there with a 3. Nesmith on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. Nesmith's got 6.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
There's Ball with a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. That's tipped and stolen by Jones. And Collins with the slam.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Now here's Ball. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Chicago ball.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. McConnell from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Shepard. There's the triple. Collins with the rebound. Bulls leading by 20. There's Ball with a 3. Knocked away.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Offensive board. Collins a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. The Pacers pull it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Drops in the 3.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
52 seconds left to play in the first half. Ball finds Jones. And again, no good by Chicago. Pacers trail by 14. Pass to McConnell. From the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight. Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Outside Neesmith. From behind the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he makes all 3.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
From deep, Giddey. The shot won't fall. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Chicago. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Giddey and White pair to make the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in at small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Giddey. The 3. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Pacers trail by 8. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase the championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to White. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade-plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Three-pointer, Buzelis. He buries it from 3. Buzelis has got 16 points now.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Giddey. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Giddey. Buzelis has got 19 points.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Halliburton for three. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Pacers trail by 12. Nembhard outside. Jacks up a three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Giddey. Fires the three. The rebound by Nembhard.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
2 minutes remaining in the
Siakam outside.
2 minutes.
Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Siakam's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
From deep, Giddey. Indiana with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Some changes for Indiana. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Jones. Ball surveys the floor. Clock at 6. Launches a three. And Bryant pulls it down. Pacers trail by 9. McConnell passes to Nesmith. Here's the three. No good on the shot.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. .52 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Shepard. Fires the three. Drains the triple. Shepard's got 6 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
There's Ball with a three. Indiana with a rebound. Bryant's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Nesmith. There's a screen by Toppin. From the arc. McConnell passes to Toppin. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bryant a screen on Ball. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Toppin. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. And here's Shepard for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Chicago with a...
3 quarters down.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 6. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Bulls shooting 40% from the field in this one. And Ball gets it to go.
Buzelis has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Halliburton. There's the triple. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Halliburton right side. Siakam outside. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, working the play to perfection. Siakam comes off the screen free to fire a shot.
The 3 from Ball. Mathurin with a rebound. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton looking over the floor. He takes it in. Ooh, Halliburton goes to the rack and hits.
Driving lanes are created because they have to respect Halliburton's perimeter shot.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Three-pointer Mathurin. Another three for Indiana.
The confidence of Mathurin, palpable. You see it and feel it. That looked good from the moment it left his hand.
And it's Giddey missing.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Halliburton's shot is good.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
The offensive rebound. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Buzelis. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Buzelis has got 5 points now in the quarter. Pacers trail by 3. Siakam left side. Halliburton on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Looking to get back on track. Ooh, and a nice layup by Giddey.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Halliburton outside. For 3, Mathurin. And it's Chicago with a board. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. There's Ball with a 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Mathurin. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Giddey. Tipped. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And now the Bulls in transition. White finds Ball. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Bulls lead by 8. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running, attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Knocks it down from distance.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Guys, intensity turned up at its highest level. A perimeter bomb fest going on right now.
Now here's Ball. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Nembhard.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Mathurin. They get the rebound. Siakam, pass to Halliburton. From deep. Up top, Nembhard. To the wing, right side. And here's Siakam for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Ball with it. This one belongs to Chicago. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans.
So Indiana wins the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in the point guard. And it's Mathurin missing. Outside, Hero takes a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Siakam with it, and Jaquez picks him up defensively. Mathurin for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Adebayo against Siakam. Kicks it out to Mitchell. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Nembhard. The Heat getting the bucket. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Miami with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Adebayo, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Hero against Halliburton. Mathurin with a screen for Turner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Ware. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ware's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the Pacers doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fires the 3, bangs home the trifecta. Nembhard's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Into the lane. Shoots the 3. Outside Mathurin. Nembhard with it. And Jaquez picks him up defensively. Sinks the three-pointer. Mathurin's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Pacers.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's the screen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Here's Adebayo. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Here's Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. A three-pointer, no good. Jaquez finds Mitchell. Here's Ware. It's up a three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. It's all tied in Miami. After this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Toppin in at the four-man position. Here's Bryant after Terry Rozier's basket. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Love's got the lead up to 4 now for Miami. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens.
Assist goes to
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Anderson in the post. Nesmith covering. Wiggins against Toppin. 5 to shoot. Wiggins in the post. Outside for Robinson. Fires from deep. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Shepard. Back to Toppin. And it's Miami with the rebound. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. The kick out to Rozier. Sinks the triple. Rozier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the lightning quick release from Terry Rozier? Wow.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here is Robinson. After the miss from Kyle Anderson. Chalk up 2 there. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Now, here's Toppin. Loses his grip and misses the dunk. Outside Rozier. Love kicks to Robinson. Anderson in the post. Working on Bryant. Another shot. Bryant with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Now, here's Nesmith. Scoreless thus far.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here is Robinson. The lead is 2.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Toppin. McConnell scanning the floor. Toppin can't get it to go. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Shepard with the ball. Guarded by Robinson. To the inside, Bryant. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And Rozier, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Rozier's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, the ability to change pace for Rozier just keeps the defense guessing on that drive.
Now Shepard. He takes it in and finished off by Shepard.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
McConnell passes to Bryant. Stolen by Anderson. Toppin with the steal. And here's Bryant for 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Here's Nesmith. Some solid defense from Rozier. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat out front, up by. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. And it's Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. And that one, good.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Turner with a screen on Jaquez. And a wide-open look for Mathurin. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mathurin's got 11.
Boy, great answer by Benedict Mathurin. What a shot from distance.
Jaquez the pass to Adebayo. Back to Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. And again, Miami with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton, you've got to love to play with this guy.
Here's Mitchell. And that one drops for him. Mitchell's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Heat.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
And certainly DA is a two-way threat.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Back to Mathurin. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 9 points. On the wing, Mathurin. Shoots. Indiana again missing.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Pacers trail by 9. Takes the 3. Turner passes to Mathurin. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Mathurin's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pacers. Throws it up high.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And is going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Knocks down the 3 ball. Nesmith has got 5 now.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Rozier kicks to Anderson. Outside for Robinson. Stolen by McConnell. Here's Shepard. Here's Toppin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
Well, I'll tell you, he does not let the potential contact impede his progress. Toppin is aggressive.
And both free throws good for Toppin.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside Robinson. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Nesmith. He has 5. Toppin, no one around him. And it's all evened up. He's got 7.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Anderson. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And stolen by Wiggins. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. We'll be topping out there with Bryant. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Nesmith. And it's McConnell in at the 1.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. McConnell passes to Nesmith. Back to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Toppin. It's hauled in by the Heat. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson kicks to Love. The tray. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Pacers trail by 4. Bryant dishes to Toppin. Back to Bryant. And stolen by Love. Rob. Nesmith with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Nesmith, the pass to McConnell. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Indiana ends up with a new move on the floor. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
It's Nembhard on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Launches it. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Off target with his 3. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Turner. Halliburton against Hero. And finished off by Halliburton.
That's Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
Adebayo the screen. Loads it up for Adebayo. And so Miami again turning it over. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside Mathurin. To take the lead. Turner passes to Nembhard. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Trains it from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
The Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Turner with a screen on Mitchell. Takes it out to Siakam. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Adebayo throws it down.
And great ball handling and control on the move. A couple things that elevate Adebayo as a big man.
Turner with the screen for Mathurin. Takes it out to Siakam. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Here's the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Mitchell bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 3-point Heat lead. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
The Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Mitchell kicks to Ware. Outside Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Mitchell against Halliburton.
Oh, big time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Adebayo the screen. Ware passes to Mitchell. Pass to Ware. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Pacers making a change here. Neesmith has checked in.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
And this is a test for Mathurin, and he passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team ride his shoulder.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Siakam a screen on Hawkins. Mathurin for three. Misses the tray. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He makes the second free throw, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs, right? And thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And the starting group for Chicago. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at center. Now here's Giddy. White for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Fires for three. Jaquez no good. White for three. White missing again. And here are the Heat. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Jaquez for three.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
From deep, Giddy sinks the tray.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, they're usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Three-pointer, Vucevic. The rebound by Ware.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Jaquez. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Jaquez has got 6.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
From deep, Giddy. Miami grabs the miss. The three from Mitchell. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have gone only 1 of 6 so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it. But they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The Heat with the lead. Adebayo from long range. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside White. Back to Giddy. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. Giddy's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Has to Ware. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Chicago shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Three-pointer, Buzelis connects from downtown.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Hero with the bucket.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Here's Vucevic. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Jaquez. That three's off the mark. Chicago trailing here. Outside Giddy for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. The deep 3 from Hero. Here's Jaquez. No good on the triple. And Giddy has got the ball here for the Bulls. Here's Buzelis. 4-3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 5 rebounds in the game. White with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Right side, Mitchell. Offline with a 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Giddy. Takes a 3. That shot off. Outside Jaquez. Knocks down the triple. Jaquez has got 9. Here's Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Vucevic, a screen on Mitchell. And that one's good. Giddey. Give him 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And so... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Trey Jones. Williams is out there with Zach Collins. And it's Terry in at the shooting guard position.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Jones. The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Outside, Anderson. Here's Rozier. He got a piece of it. Here's Terry, hounded by Rozier. Launches it. Love grabs the miss. Well, Miami shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Robinson for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Bulls have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Jones, as to Phillips. And again, Chicago, no good. Anderson with it. Outside Robinson. Nails it from 3. Robinson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. From downtown. Kept alive. Collins with it. Here's Phillips. And the 3-pointer goes.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Jones against Rozier. Jones misses. Miami has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. All right, let's get a report. Oh! Wow. I can't believe he just did that.
Wow. See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Phillips. From behind the arc. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds in the game. For 3, Robinson. Chicago with a rebound. Jones with the ball. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Chicago. Miami leading by 4. Outside Love. Robinson passes to Anderson. Let's go with a 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Terry. No good on the 3. Stolen by Collins. Beyond the arc. Anderson pulls it down. For Miami, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Wiggins from long range. Here's Robinson. Rozier from outside. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Love. 4 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range. The Bulls trail by 4. You know, from the 2020 bubble till late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Phillips. No good with a layup. Miami leading by 6. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins punishing him inside.
He bullies his way around. Wiggins, he's going to figure it out inside.
Here's Terry. Robinson defending. To end the drought. The shot by Terry, no good. Miami shooting only 36% during the second. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Wiggins. And now it's an 11-point Miami lead. Lets it fly. The Bulls with another miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Wiggins outside. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word.
And get ready for the Fan half-court shot draws. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Without question, Jaime Jaquez displaying his skills today.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Davion Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Now here's Jaquez. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Drops in the three.
Davion Mitchell.
And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. There's the drive. Count it. Ball's got his first bucket in this one.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Pass to Hero. From outside the arc. And again, Miami with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The three from Ball. Hits the three-pointer. Ball's got 5 points.
And he wasted no time getting those points back. Great response from Ball.
Jaquez no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Ball no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Jaquez no good. The Bulls trail by 15. Ball with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Puts it up. Ball with another miss. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Hero no good. Chicago's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. The three. That doesn't go either for Ball. Miami leading by 15. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. From deep, Mitchell hits the trifecta. 6 points for him. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Bulls trail by 15. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Puts up a three. Ball with another miss. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Out to the right wing. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Jaquez. No good with the triple. Chicago's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. The three from Ball. That doesn't go either for Ball. Miami has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie.
Mega shot there from the coffin corner. It is fun to watch ball shoot those and knock them down.
Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. There's the three. And again, no good by Miami. The Bulls trail by 12. Ball taking his time here. Ball with another miss. Miami shooting just 36% in the third. Here's Jaquez. Six to shoot. Sinks it from distance. Jaquez has got 12.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball with another miss. Miami leading by 15. Hero from way outside. The rebound by Phillips.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
The three is up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Miami Heat. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Ellis out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. The Bulls trail by 15. White for three. Rebound by the Heat. Anderson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Love passes to Anderson. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic with it. And it's Robinson picking him up from deep. Giddey drills it from deep.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
Miami leading by 12. Rozier outside. For three, Robinson. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Giddey. Miami's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Oh, that's good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Giddey against Rozier. They get it again. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Now Robinson. Back to Anderson. Now Robinson. He's guarded by White. The 3 ball. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Bulls trail by 9. 3-pointer, Buzelis. That one is off. Nice D from Anderson. Miami has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Outside White. The 3-pointer off the mark. Miami leading by 9. Outside Anderson. Pass to Robinson. Outside Anderson.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. 3-pointer, Vucevic. The Bulls with another miss. The Heat have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 13. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. The 3 is up. Rebound Miami. Anderson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Takes the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Rozier. Anderson inside. Sinks that one from the post. Anderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, love the execution.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Kyle Anderson.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Anderson can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
White, good. The Heat have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Anderson. That gives him a double-double in this one.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Anderson, following the bucket by the Bulls. We've got 33 seconds left in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot, and that's going to be a travel.
Chicago ball.
And here's Dosunmu. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Giddey. Pass to White. 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. This one was a...
look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Back to Nembhard. Launches a three. Buzelis grabs the board. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Crafty move. White finds Dosunmu.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Now, here's Dosunmu. There's the drive, and it's Dosunmu with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Yeah, he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Dosunmu, the pass to White. Giddey against Halliburton. Giddey, no good. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Halliburton kicks to Turner. Here's Nembhard. They get it back. Turner passes to Halliburton. And his first shot of the game, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Vucevic throws it down.
And you have to reward the big man there. Vucevic, nice job of filling the lane in transition for the finish.
Pass to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on White. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 5. From deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Nembhard finds Mathurin. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Mathurin's got a couple of threes now in the first for Indiana.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. Uses both hands to slam it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
White dishes to Vucevic. Out to White. Pass to Buzelis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Look at the moves from Buzelis. The big fella showing great quickness on the attack.
Outside Mathurin. Turner inside. Vucevic on him. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. Drains the three-pointer. Mathurin's got 12 in the game.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Vucevic a screen on Halliburton. Here's Giddey. A shot, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball out there with Jones. Then it's Collins. Then it's Williams. And it's Phillips in at the four-man position. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Here's Phillips. Right side, Ball. Beyond the arc. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 9. Shepard with the ball. Hands it from downtown.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Ball no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
McConnell kicks to Bryant. Pass to Neesmith. Screen by Bryant. And here is Neesmith. Still yet to score. That shot off. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. They get the rebound. Jones, the pass to Williams. It's stolen by Shepard. Bryant with a screen on Jones. Here's Shepard, defended by Jones. Shepard, the pass to Bryant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Williams' shot is off. Pacers trail by 6. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Snatched up. Toppin kicks to McConnell. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And again, Chicago, no good. For Indiana, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Neesmith. Chicago grabs the miss. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Phillips. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now, here's Toppin. Still without a basket. A nice shot by Neesmith.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Ball no good. Pacers trail by 3. Shepard the pass to McConnell. Ryan sets the screen for McConnell. Pass to Shepard. Stolen by Ball. Lets it go from deep. And again, Chicago. No good. And Indiana shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And the basket by Jones.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
A 3 from Bryant. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. From deep, Collins. And the Bulls another 3.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Tapping a screen on Williams. Takes a 3. And Jones pulls it down. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Chicago now. 2 on the clock.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this down.
The end of the first half.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Rolls up. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Takes the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Mathurin's got the first pass into the second half. That one for the Pacers. Here's White. Shoots over Nembhard. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. On the wing, Mathurin. Defended by Dosunmu. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Turner. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Mathurin. From outside, off the mark. Bulls leading by 5. Jumps up, and Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Halliburton against Giddey. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Outside Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Giddey. Pulls it up. Gets an open look and hits. Giddey's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Mathurin, good.
What a floater. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
The Bulls leading by 12. Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Back to Dosunmu. Here's the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mathurin for 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pacers shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Mathurin's got 24.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
There's 18 seconds left in the third. Giddey the pass to White. Clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Left side, Mathurin from deep three-point land. And the Pacers another 3.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from...
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. They've got Zach Collins. Lonzo Ball out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Williams. And it's Phillips in at the power forward position. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Neesmith, the pass to Toppin. Now, here's Neesmith. Defense is right there. Here's Shepard. No good on the triple. The Bulls leading by 6. To the middle. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Here's Neesmith. Pass to Shepard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Chicago, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Mathurin for three. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Ball. Jacks up a three. And he's good on the three ball. Ball's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Bulls.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Pass to Giddey. There's the three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Mathurin. That three off the mark.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Pacers trail by 8. Turner for three. Connects from three-point range. Turner's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball going inside, and that comes off the assist by Giddey.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket. And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
Ball no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Halliburton no good. Chicago leading by 4. The tray. It's rebounded by Nesmith. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Mathurin against Ball. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton in the corner. Here's Turner. Takes it out to Siakam. The offensive rebound. Mathurin for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Halliburton with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul. Trying to extend that game.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mathurin for three. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. From deep, Herter. It's good from long range. And the Bulls lead by 7. Picked off in midair. Looking to end his cold spell. That shot off. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
Perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who? That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Hero, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
On the wing, Mathurin. Jaquez covers. Here's Halliburton. Deflected. And Mitchell puts up a deep three.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Siakam the screen for three. Mathurin. Adebayo grabs the board. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots." So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Yeah, tricky move by Mathurin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, BA, would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length. He continues to grow his game.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Adebayo from long range. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Siakam. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Adebayo sets a screen. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. From deep. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat with the lead. It's Jaquez on the wing. He's covered by Mathurin. And that one's good. Jaquez for 3. Jaquez has got 5 now.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
With the 10-footer. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Siakam with a screen on Jaquez. Three-pointer Matherin. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Ware. Buries it down low. Ware's got his second basket.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Siakam outside. There's a screen by Turner. Siakam, pass to Turner. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
With good range of motion, Turner flashes the ability to be an effective alley-oop option.
Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Halliburton.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Here's Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes both free throws. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Toppin. Pass to Bryant. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
McConnell outside. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's the Heat. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Top it out there with Thomas Bryant. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Shepard. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Rozier, the pass to Robinson. Outside Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana trailing here. McConnell outside. Bryant, the pass to McConnell. He drops it from range. McConnell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Bryant, a screen on Rozier. McConnell with it, and that's Love picking him up defensively. Pass to Nesmith. Pulls it from the top of the key. Here's Bryant. Here's Shepard. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Pass to Nesmith. Toppin, a screen on Wiggins. Now Neesmith, still without a bucket. Bryant with it. Outside Neesmith. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. Oh, Andrew Wiggins taking flight.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Here's Shepard. Robinson defending. This one for three. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to Toppin. Second chance effort. Here's Bryant. And finally they hit one. And the Pacers lead by one.
And Bryant being down there and around the rebound area, it's where he has to stay active with his hand.
Now here's McConnell. Gets the three ball to go. McConnell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
How agile was Wiggins on that drive? Just threading the needle and got right to his shot.
McConnell outside. Off target with the three. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Anderson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Shepard. Love grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Robinson. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Hook loose. In transition, here come the Pacers. McConnell from outside. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Duncan Robinson. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
There's Neesmith with the three. They get it back. Pass to Shepard. The three ball. He's off on that one. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense, and he found his shot.
Indiana has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. There's Neesmith with the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Fast break Miami. Here's Wiggins. And he jams it home with authority.
Good effort as Andrew Wiggins gets out on the break, running the floor, and a strong finish.
Here's Shepard. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Heat out in front, leading by 1. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, you look at T.J. McConnell. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside Mathurin. Turner, a screen on Hero. Three-pointer Mathurin. Kicks it out to Siakam. 4-3. The rebound by Ware. The Heat with the lead. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Turner. On the wing, Nembhard. And here's Siakam for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, Bam Adebayo's so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
And here's Mathurin. Turner, screen on Jaquez. Mathurin finds Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Fires for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land. Mathurin's got 6.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Jaquez with a screen on Turner.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Nembhard outside. Pass to Mathurin. Over Jaquez. Mathurin against Jaquez. Shot clock at 5. Turner, a screen on Jaquez. 3-pointer Mathurin. He buries it from 3. Mathurin's got 6 here in the quarter.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Mitchell's shot is good. And the Heat lead by 2. For Indiana, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Mathurin against Jaquez. For the lead. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got a 6th rebound on the night. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Shakes him.
Minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Ware. The 3. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Siakam with a screen on Mitchell. Halliburton. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And Halliburton, a guy you just continue to see grow game by game. An exceptional talent. A great mind.
And he comes up with a bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Turner passes to Mathurin. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Jacks up a 3. And Hero grabs the board. Miami leading by 4. To the paint. Mathurin with a steal. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mathurin's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Pass to Hero from the arc. Nice D from Nembhard.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. Pass to Rozier from outside the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Rozier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. McConnell from outside. And it's Miami with a rebound. It's Wiggins on the wing. He's marked by McConnell. Robinson for three. The shot, no good. He gets it up. He can't get it to go. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Obi Toppin out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then it's Shepard. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Pass to Nesmith. Shoots over Wiggins. Nesmith's shot is off.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Wiggins with nice touch on that floater.
Pacers trail by 5. Bryant outside. From downtown. On target from range.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Anderson passes to Rozier.
And Rozier doesn't fear contact. He welcomes the chance to get to the line whenever he can.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Rozier. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Turner, a screen on Jaquez. Takes a 3. And it's Mathurin missing. Miami leading by 4. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by Miami. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Inside. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Drives to the hoop. They got the rebound. Here's Ware. And that one is hammered home.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And Nesmith gets it to go.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jaquez. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Heat lead by 4.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
Three-pointer Mathurin sinks it from distance. Mathurin's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This is what the team likes about Mathurin. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up. Tyler Hero in the zone.
Mathurin against Hero to tie it up. And it's Mathurin missing.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Pacers trail by 3. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Ware. Miami has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And here's Turner from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hero against Mathurin. against Adebayo. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rozier, the pass to Adebayo. The rebound by Nesmith. Mathurin against Rozier. Halliburton outside. On the wing, Mathurin. Outside Nesmith. Kicks it out to Siakam to tie it up. Rebound Miami. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Oh, he buries it from outside. Here's Ware. No good on the quick three.
It's never easy from that distance. But we see him drill those and shoot them.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.